So
Talk about
so we got a lot of good people.
on the Eagles.
Yeah, most of them are hurt. Quez Watkins is hurt. You should if you want to see how Quez Watkins plays, just look up Quez Watkins. He's amazing. He's hurt, so he's probably not gonna be able to play until next year. They should have been benched Carson Wentz.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, especially as like when we went against the Ravens. Well, he was okay when we went against the Ravens, but when we went against a whole bunch of other teams, and what he did, it wasn't too good. But when we went against the 49ers, we got lucky because they didn't have Jimmy Garoppolo and everybody like they're supposed to.
Hmm.
So, so, and and of course, even if he was playing good, and if he was in that Packers game, right? Because if you saw him, there was he could have went outside, but he looked outside. There was nobody there, and he chose to go inside. That's when I would have took him out and put Jalen Hurts in and leave him in for the whole second quarter. And well, I would have put him in general because Carson Wentz throwing interceptions. When I first heard this, I thought that he's leading in what? They're like he is leading in the most interceptions and fumbles and takeovers.
Turnover.
50 sacks. He has 50 sacks. He takes them.
He received them.
What he does with the football, right? He's like this. So go. He like does this. I saw that the first game that we won against we won against Washington. Go. Instead of going to the outside and throw it away or running try to get some more yards like Jalen Hurts does. This is what he does. Right when he's about to get sacked. Or like the Seahawks game. How that just made me laugh. Like, how did you throw that bad of an interception and nobody was there?
Mm.
It was funny because I saw him. I was like, those guys right there.
We see you, Stormy.
He threw it all high. He said, I was like, okay, this might be a good pass. It looked like a good pass.
Mm. To nobody.
He threw it to the other team.
And it ain't like we don't love them, because we did love them, but we love winning more.
Yeah.
So it ain't personal. It ain't like like somebody got something personal. No.
Now,
Personally, we like to win.
Yeah.
That's the personal.
Now, some of the times it's on a coach for not taking them out.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there you go. For not taking them out and trying at least to ever do 5-6 games ago when we still had a season. Now we ain't got no season no more.
We can't even be like last year, because last year we had
wild card or all that sort of no wild card, no nothing. You just let it all go.
We're losing to
the Giants. We let the whole postseason go because we playing favorites now. We don't want to win.
They obviously don't.
No, we playing favorites. Well, this is our favorite guy here. For what?
I don't know. This man, he fumbled and threw interceptions, and he would mess up the team when he would get sacked and stuff.
Yeah,
and
take us out of
our momentum
a field goal, stop the momentum. Or he just fumbled the ball like 2 times in the same game.
I don't know who does.
And he should have been benched for that. That's way back in the beginning.
He got a 2-point conversion. I mean, a safety.
A safety.
You should have ran to the outside and threw it away.
And you ain't no rookie. And you ain't no rookie.
and the second thing, if you're by the end zone, if anything, you should run the ball to like right in the inside where you have good like right in the inside where you have good blockers at, because like if you guys ever play Madden, right? You guys see like the whole outside.
Look at him. He gonna tell you all about the Madden.
but it's like the same in regular football, but you don't see on top. You see everything this way instead of this way.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, I would have handed the ball off. And but first anything, if I see people, if I'm calling a throwing play and I see people lined up getting ready to blitz, if I was Doug Peterson, I'm calling an audible and I'm changing it to a running play.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have changed it to direction where the blockers are mostly at. and so he can run. But he chooses to call a throwing play.
Every time.
Just like in the green, just like.
So let's go. Let's talk about today.
Now,
What you think? You think he should put I say put all them young bulls in there and let them play.
Yep, they should put.
You got all them young dudes, man. Let them young dudes play. You worried about playing favorites. Yeah, and you worried about playing favorites. Ain't about no favorites, man. What's his name? The boy they been benching. That's been that was all playing out of his mind. He was leading the league. Travis Fulgham.
He was
put him in the game. Sit Jeffrey on the bench.
He was leading. He might not be as tall as he's basically the size of Alshon, but he's a little bit less taller. Mm-hmm. But this man can catch and he's fast.
And he's young.
Yes.
And he ain't hurting.
He came like last year.
Mm-hmm.
He came into the NFL last year.
Put him in there and let him play, man. Put Rieger in there and let him play.
And if anything, him and Jalen Rieger, they're good at jet sweeps and stuff, and like
stuff that we ain't been doing.
Yeah.
Jet sweeps, screens. We ain't got no screen game. And then you got the big running back now. Jordan Howard is back.
Jordan Howard back.
Come on, man. We got a running game.
And they keep on giving it to Miles. Now, Miles Sanders, I have no problem with him, but sometimes he does stuff that's not
necessary. Mm-hmm. Instead of just running downfield, he want to juke, and he be juking himself. He juke himself.
He
done juked this. He done faked himself out when he could have been going downfield.
That's what people when I play football. That's what people do sometimes. And I watch them while I'm not on the field because I play defense. And I watch them and I see him like hesitating, doing that hesitating stuff like.
Mm-hmm. Instead of running.
And then they end up getting tackled behind.
Because in that game, everybody's fast. So they right there. If you don't just take off right from the point of throw blind caution to the wind, and if you know what I mean? If you hit the hole, hit the hole. If you get killed, you get killed. That's the chance you take.
Or get as many yards.
No, I just want to, like I said, if this kid gonna get in here and have a good game and win, that's all I care about. I ain't no favorite of nobody. Now let's talk about him with this Houston hat on. Because he came out with the Houston hat on.
Now.
And he representing Houston. That's where he's from. That's where his friends from. That's where his family from. That's where his hometown at. So if you finally made good in your life, and all of a sudden you on TV, you on the national spotlight, don't even tell me you're not going to big up your hometown. Because I dad going to sure would.
Now tell me. I
ain't got no problem with that.
Because me and my papa, we were watching the Shannon Sharp thing yesterday.
Yeah.
And Shannon Sharp was like, he was wearing the Astros hat. Well, if you didn't know, first he's from Houston. Mm-hmm. Second, Shannon Sharp, if you were there, you would have represented your hometown.
He from Alabama or Arkansas, some dang gonna in the backwoods.
Yeah, he would have represented.
He from somewhere he from some. Well, they ain't got nothing like Houston got. So you ain't got nothing you can represent. If you from Blowwood, Arkansas, somewhere, you ain't gonna put up that. You ain't gonna big up that like that. That boy from Houston, man, that ain't got nothing to do with what he gonna do on the field.
It don't.
That ain't got nothing to do with his loyalty to Philly. Now, trust me, he down in Philly, and I know how Philly is.
Now, Papa.
I'm from Philly.
At least he didn't. At least he didn't wear a Cowboys hat or a Texans hat.
There you go.
That would be totally.
Yeah, it would have been disrespectful. It would have been disrespectful. He had a baseball hat on. Yeah, and he'll be into the Phillies fold. You know that. Yeah. Because they all support each other. All the teams down Philly, all the players support each other. That's known fact. Philly is Philly. That's just that. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap up this edition of Mr. Wyzdom Speaks. We'll be back next week.
Okay. Deuces, everybody. See you next week.